All right, let's be real. Have you ever felt like you're studying for hours and hours, but not actually learning anything? Today, we're diving into a system that's designed to help you crush complex engineering topics by working smarter, not just harder.
And this, right here, is the core idea. This isn't about those caffeine-fueled all-nighters. No, it's about making the hours you do study actually count. We're talking about real, deep, uninterrupted focus.
I mean, this is such a universal truth, isn't it? The gap between a good semester and a great one, it often just boils down to one thing: how well you can manage your distractions. It feels like a constant battle for your attention.
And that's a totally fair question. It seems like it should be simple, right? But the world we live in is practically built from the ground up to shatter our attention. Every single time you even glance at your phone or switch to a different tab, you're forcing your brain to do what's called a context switch, and that has a huge mental cost. Our brains literally get trained to look for those tiny, constant hits of dopamine from notifications and scrolling, and that makes the long, quiet marathon of deep work feel next to impossible.
But here's the good news. Focus, it's a skill. It's not some gift you're born with. And just like any skill, you can build it up with the right system. So let's get into a simple but really powerful formula to take back control of your attention.
We're just breaking it down into 3 clean, super memorable parts. First, you prepare your space. Second, you do the work. And third, you make the habit stick. It's really that straightforward.
Okay, so step 1, and this is so crucial because amazing focus doesn't just happen by accident, it happens by design. You have to literally build the environment for it before you even think about starting.
Think of this like your pre-flight checklist for deep work. And these aren't just little suggestions. Treat them like rules. Putting your phone physically out of sight is so important. That whole out of sight, out of mind thing is actually backed by neuroscience. A clear desk really does help create a clear mind. You know, this right here highlights a super common mistake that pretty much all of us make. A vague goal, like I'll study for 3 hours, is so easy to procrastinate on. But a specific mission, something like I will finish all the Unit 2 numerical problems, that gives your brain a crystal clear target. You know exactly what done looks like.
All right, moving on to step 2, the execution. So your environment is set, your goal is locked in. Now let's talk about how to actually do the work in a way that works with your brain's natural rhythm, not against it.
This is the engine that drives the whole system. 50 minutes is just long enough to get into that awesome state of flow, but it's short enough that you don't burn out. And that 10-minute break, it's not laziness, it's a strategic recovery. It gives the part of your brain that handles focus a chance to actually recharge.
So how do you actually structure these 50-minute blocks? Well, here's the key. Always attack your hardest, most mentally draining task first. Your willpower and your energy are at their peak right at the beginning of a session. Use that peak energy on the thing that matters most before you start to get tired.
And finally, we've got the part that almost everyone forgets, but it's arguably the most important piece for making this whole thing stick long term. Your brain has to learn that all this hard work actually leads to something good.
Think of this break as the reward that completes the habit loop. You do the hard thing, and you get a small reward. This literally tells your brain, hey, that was worth it, let's do that again. So walk around, stretch, maybe listen to one song. Just promise me you'll stay off your phone. The goal here is to recharge, not get sucked into another distraction.
Okay, so let's make this really practical. Let's walk through a real-world example. How would a computer engineering student use this system to get ready for their exams?
This is just a perfect example. See how the tasks are different? You're going from heavy theory to hands-on practice to debugging. And each break is a deliberate, screen-free reset. This is what a professional-level study session really looks like in action.
And that's really the key takeaway here. 3 truly focused hours are worth so much more than 8 distracted ones. It's all about the quality of your attention, not just the number of hours you're sitting at your desk.
Oh, I love this quote because it just gets right to the heart of it all. Motivation, it's a feeling. It comes and it goes. But discipline is a system you build and you follow, whether you feel like it or not. This formula, this is your system.
Look, theory is great, but action is what creates results. So let's make this super practical. Here is exactly how you can start today.
That's it. Seriously, don't overthink it. Don't try to plan out your whole week. Just commit to one single 50-minute session today. Go and experience what that uninterrupted focus actually feels like. Prove to yourself that you can do it. Because once you do it for 1 hour, you're going to see how totally possible it is to do it for 3. And that level of consistent daily effort,
That's what separates the top performers from everybody else.
Hey, if you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to subscribe for more daily strategies designed to help you study smarter. Thanks for tuning in.